Namaskar. Welcome to another episode on the IISU Podcast. We have always been told that the profession you pursue or the degree you hold does not define the impact that you can create in the society. Our guest today, Mr. Rahul Singhi, is an edupreneur. He is the co-founder of Poornima University, director at JIET Group of Institutions, Jaipur, and he was once a student who walked these very corridors. Today, this conversation is going to be about industry wisdom, lot of reminiscing, and you'll be shocked to know he's actually an architect by profession. So definitely, this is one episode that you cannot miss, and without any further ado, we'll jump right straight into it. Namaskar, sir.
Hello, Namaskar, Priyal. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So, from the beginning, how does it feel to be back on the campus, and what are those most vivid memories that are coming back to you now that you're here?
I think it's been almost 6-7 years that I've come back to the campus. I used to come for a lot of other events, but I think there are some things which will never change. The corridors will never change.
True.
Furniture is still the same. I still saw some classrooms where I used to study. So there are a lot of fond memories from this campus. I grew up in this campus.
True.
From 92 till 2006, almost 14 years, half of my lifespan I was here. So, yeah, I mean...
and I agree. I mean, when you spend so much of your lifetime, as you said, half of your life was basically in IIS, I'm sure there must have been some traditions, some values that this place instilled in you and you're still holding on to them.
Of course, I mean, the most legendary thing is doing namaskar, whenever we greet anyone. So, namaskar is something that is not in just the Indian tradition, but it is in the IIS tradition. I still remember our school diary, the first page was a folded hand with namaskar. So, and of course, the discipline, the, culture of uniform, where everyone was on the same page. You won't get to know that who's from which family background if everyone is in the same uniform.
True.
Uniform for faculty members, I've never seen it. I mean, that is something which is incredibly unique. So I think these are some values which were there in IIS, which are still there in IIS, and goes a long way, helped us, not just me, but many of us to grow in life.
So you went out to pursue architecture first, and I'm sure today, as you know, you are doing so good in the education field. It's been almost 14 years, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm sure those aspirations took roots in IIS. How do you think that IIS throughout the journey has helped you to shape and become into the person who you are today?
Well, there are many things which we learned during the classroom, in the school, but आप उसको गिना नहीं सकते हो. I still feel there are those small things which happened in our day-to-day routine which helps everybody and not just me. And to me specifically, I think there is this culture of IIS where you are treating everyone equally. You are a grounded person. There is a sense of discipline inside the campus. There is a respect for teachers. There is a system where there are buses. Every bus is named after something. So these are some small things which, if you notice, are very meaningful. There has been a lot of thought given behind these small things. I still remember during our events, a very small example, जो lighting of lamp होता है.
Yes.
So usually जब lighting of lamp होता है तब या तो कोई AC चल रहा होता है because it's in the auditorium. तो जो घी होता है लैंप के अंदर वो कभी कभार जम जाता है ना. और जो रुई भी होती है जिसको घी में आप डिप करते हो वो भी कभी कभार जल जाती है. मैंने आईएएस में पहली बार नोटिस किया था कि हमेशा रुई के ऊपर, बत्ती के ऊपर थोड़ा सा कपूर लगाते हैं जिससे कि वो इंस्टेंट जले. So now these are some small things which we did not notice in school, but when we recall, and these are those small things which we learn. So now in my organization, if there is an event and there is this lamp lighting ceremony, everybody is trained to put a kapoor in that thing. So this is, somebody must have taught this in IIS. I am sure Gupta sir must have taught this to someone and they follow it. True. And आप उसको देखोगे कैसे वो generations में pass on हुआ. I am passing on to some more people, and that's how baby steps will lead to some good result. And there are many things like that. I can go for number of hours, but there are many things which were taught in IIS as a culture, which is now a habit. So I think, I mean, कोई उसकी गिनती नहीं है. Morning assemblies. True. I remember.
Very integral part.
Yeah, morning assembly, school song, worshipping goddess of knowledge, yes. Saraswati ji, and not some other, deity.
Yes.
So when you are in an institution, the only god to be worshipped is goddess Saraswati. So I think these are some small things which would
they go a long way. Yeah. I mean, and I think over a time they become a part of who you are.
You know what? जब मैं आज आ रहा था यहाँ पे, मैंने चेक किया कि मेरे nails बड़े हुए हैं या नहीं है ना? And am I clean shaved?
Yeah.
Do I have a short hair, clean, neat and clean attire? Because I know कि अगर स्कूल में आऊँगा और यहाँ पे आऊँगा तो somebody would definitely notice it. And I make sure कि whenever I come to the campus, these 3 things are checked. I was once a uniform monitor in class 6th.
So this thing has
so this is still in my mind that whenever you go for a formal meeting, you have to check all of these things. Yes. And ये school habits हैं. तो जो आज तक चल रही है.
I agree. And more importantly, I think it is also a fact that once these things are deeply instilled in you, you actually pass it on to others, as you just
absolutely,
said.
Absolutely.
So I want to know this, that you pursued architecture, you're architect by profession. What was that change that brought you in the education industry?
So, I mean, it was by chance. Okay. Nothing was planned. When I was in my school, I saw a lot of my friends running for tuitions, IIT tuitions, and running for cracking IIT. I was clear in my mind that I will never pursue something in which I have to ratify things, in which I have to mug up things. I was not very good at it also. I mean, physics, chemistry, mathematics were the least favorite subjects. And my father is an architect, and so I thought that maybe architecture is something that I can pursue. So architecture was not by planning. It was by chance that 11th, 12th I had no option, and I was more inclined towards architecture because I've seen my father doing, so I used to love buildings. I used to love sketching. I used to draw, even though I was not good at it, but I had that inclination towards doing things creatively. So that was why I chose architecture. And then while I was pursuing architecture, while I was in my 3rd year or 4th year, I realized probably I will not be a good architect. वो भी realize हो गया था. तो मेरे को ये लग गया था कि जब final year के बाद यहाँ से pass out होंगे और जब architecture practice करने की बारी आएगी तो probably मैं अच्छा काम नहीं कर पाऊंगा, because I know there were some characteristics in me which were not very apt for pursuing this as a career. And by then my father was doing well in his domain because he had already switched. So he had switched from architecture to education already 11, 12 years before I joined. So then I thought maybe I should help him. It was an easy gateway for me. And And then I was with him the entire last 14 years, and still we are working on new projects. And yeah, that's how the journey is. I mean, architecture was by chance. Joining family business was a compulsion. There was no other option. So that was it.
True, and I've also seen that you do a lot of pro bono services and work in education field. I think education is a very passionate job. Like, you need to have a lot of passion to pursue this as a profession and take it to great heights the way you have.
Yeah.
What do you think are like those vital things that you have to keep in mind for the coming generation, for keeping education at par for them, and how do you keep that passion alive in you?
I think so. What I've believed is that education is something which is mandatory for everyone. It is that basic foundation of our ecosystem,
Yes.
that if that is not there, दुनिया पता नहीं क्या कर रही होगी. So you would compare, if you see developed nations have more literacy rate as compared to developing nations, or if you go to some countries where there is no education, they are
Yes.
not very developed, or there are a lot of issues. So it is directly correlated with the progress and the economy of the country. In my way, what I do is that we teach a lot of underprivileged children. We have a lot of scholarship programs where the needy
Mm-hmm.
and underprivileged who are not able to afford their education are given free of cost education in my organization. So that is one thing by which I am supporting the cause. The second thing is giving uh, extra education to school going children. So we do a lot of coaching after the university hours, where our students teaches the underprivileged children who are already going to a school in the daytime, but then it is
They
not,
get a coaching.
so they get a special attention towards weak students. They give special attention to students who are in their who would be taking their board examinations.
Yeah.
So all of these things are happening. We also give our infrastructure, computer lab facility, library books, notebooks to these underprivileged children free of cost. They have the access to campus after the college hours in evening. So about 150 200 children from nearby villages, हाउसकीपर्स के बच्चे, मजदूर जो कैंपस में काम कर रहे हैं उनके बच्चे, they come to university and they study. So I feel कि whatever we can do in uplifting these people who actually need education, I think that would be a good job. And we have a lot of case studies wherein these people have grabbed some government job now in some government school as a teacher, or somebody is working in the local panchayat, in the gram panchayat. तो वो भी आज हमको वापस आके बोलते हैं कि सर आपने एजुकेशन दी तभी हम यहाँ पहुँचे. तो आई थिंक इफ़ यू work on these marginalized community and people, you will get better returns in long term as compared to doing a for-profit business.
True. I mean, it's the reward that is the society is progressing, which education obviously is a vital
Absolutely.
part of. Okay, rolling back to your time at IIS, we all know that bonds that are forged during school time, either they last a lifetime and they are a huge part of life, otherwise they just stop where the school ends. I'm sure you must have some friendships that have catered to and gone through the phases of time. How do you think these friendships or these bonds that you create during the school time are important as a person for their life?
Some नहीं, मेरे बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं. I have a lot of friends from school, and I think the most selfless friendship is the school friendship, where you don't judge anyone of his background, family, caste. ये कोई बैरियर होता ही नहीं है. रादर मेरे को तो कास्ट के बारे में भी सेकंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर में कॉलेज में आके पता चला कि ये भी कुछ होता है. स्कूल में यू नेवर थिंक अबाउट इट ऑल्सो. सो आई थिंक स्कूल बॉन्ड्स आर द बेस्ट बॉन्ड्स. देर आर फ्रेंड्स हु have been with me in thick and thin of my life. I still remember when I wanted a motorcycle, my father called 3 of my friends at my home. He drafted an agreement that in front of you, in front of your friends, you are committing that you would be studying this much, you would get these many marks. And he got that paper signed from my friends also to make sure that I study. So there was this commitment that if I get these many percentage in my 10th board examination, then only I would get a motorcycle. And signed by my close friends. And then after they signed the agreement, I went with them and I told them, why did you sign? Yeah, you are my friends or you are my father's friends? But I mean, so school friends know each and everything about you. I mean,
they see the phases of life you have been through and they are with you through those phases.
So I'm very well connected to my batch. All my entire batchmates, they are very supportive. We meet very often. We are connected through social media and WhatsApp groups also. So anybody needs any help, we are there for each other. Unfortunately, we lost one and two of my batchmates also recently. But there were, batchmates standing with them, with their families. And I mean, even if कोई व्हाट्सएप पे अगर डाल देता है कि मेरे को ये डॉक्टर की हेल्प चाहिए या वो डॉक्टर की या ये लीड चाहिए, देयर आर पीपल हु आर रेडी टू हेल्प. So I think school friends are friends for life. There were relationships also in our batch. Some materialized, some did not. But yeah, I mean, those were the best times.
Strong bonds are forged.
Very strong, very strong. And now I see our children also are bonded together. I mean, I have friends, jinke bacche, mere bacche, they are meeting regularly. So I think this bond will not just end here, this will continue for generations.
And that is, I think, the beauty of this school life that one person has. If you could just, maybe go back in time, what do you think was that one thing you could have done differently during school time? Or what is that one thing that you would want to experience again?
In my school time, I would have studied more if I want to change anything. मैं पढ़ता नहीं था. Especially 11th 12th was very notorious. I mean, we had that phase of life where we were full on energy. We used to do everything in the opposite direction. Whatever our teachers used to say, we used to do exactly the opposite of it. So anything that I would like to change, I would definitely want to study more, study hard. Especially in my 11th, I got 49% in my 11th. Imagine 84% in 10th and 49. मेरे को लगा कि probably हाँ मैं पास भी नहीं होऊंगा अगले साल, मेरे को ऐसा लगा. But yeah, तो school में तो यही चीज मैं बोलूँगा. And what was the second question?
One thing that you would like to experience again.
So definitely I would want to come back to the school. No brainer in this. If I get a chance to come for 2 hours every day, sit in the same old classroom where we used to sit, all friends together, we would love to come back to school and spend more time. We have memories in toilets, we have memories in corridors, we have memories in classrooms, grounds.
I'm sure.
So we would definitely want to. I mean, we know that कि यहाँ पे हमने ये किया था, वहाँ पे हमने ये किया था. I still remember there used to be a शहतूत का पेड़ in the canteen area at that in 2098, 99. We used to, break shehtoot and eat during our, and then we were not allowed to purchase anything from the canteen. So you used to give 10 rupees to ICG girls. Didi, please get us Maggie. Didi, please get us chips. So these are some fond memories. And we were those lucky batches which had IIS school and ICG college in the same premise, running in the same time. So we had a lot of diversity. Diversity in the premise. So definitely we would want to relive our 11th and 12th class, because that was the time where we actually relived, enjoyed our school days.
Yes. Yeah. Best memories from the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, because this has been such an endearing and a wholesome episode in general. To end it, I would want, any one message or some kind of advice that you would want to leave, especially our younger audiences with, who are maybe in the school graduating or in the college graduating, what that is going to be?
One advice that I would want to give is that always respect your teachers, because first of all, they deserve it because they have taught you, but also because if you respect elders and if you respect your teachers, you would be a grounded man. You would tend to respect anybody in your entire life, everybody in your entire life, I would say. Whosoever you meet, I still remember uh, there was this sense of respect towards the drivers we used to have, towards the baijis we used to have, towards the teachers, toward everybody, because
Yeah.
IIS का culture था वो,
Yes.
we were not brats कि हम
Mhm.
मस्तीखोर नहीं थे, हम बहुत controlled environment में थे. I think that has shaped all of us.
Yes.
One thing common we would find in every IISian was that respect for teachers, and there were some teachers whom we did not like, या boring होते थे उनकी classes, but we still respect them.
Yes.
आज भी अगर वो teachers हमको मिलते हैं तो हम पैर छू के उनका आदर करते हैं. तो मेरे ख्याल से ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो हमारे अंदर से
Yes.
कोई नहीं निकाल सकता. And to youngsters also, this will help, because it will give you a peace of mind. You never know, there might be some teacher who would be helpful to you in future. Like मैं तो education industry में हूँ, I'm in the same setup.
Yes.
So there are a lot of teachers who are guiding me, who have supported me. I used to take some guidance from our cultural coordinator when we were doing some programs in our organization. I was stuck at some point, and immediately I reached out to my Hindi teacher, who was also our cultural coordinator, and I asked her, "Ma'am, इसमें
Yes.
क्या करना होता है?" तो she told me कि you do things like this. So now वो हमारी हिंदी टीचर थी, बट हमने कभी भी नहीं सोचा था कि वो हमको ये गाइडेंस देंगी. तो आई थिंक देयर आर मेनी सच एग्जांपल्स वेयर टीचर्स हैव हेल्प्ड अस. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर आवर फ्रेंच टीचर who is still in touch with lot of our batchmates. So हम कभी भी उनसे कोई हेल्प मांगते हैं या गाइडेंस लेते हैं तो टीचर्स हमेशा उसको सेल्फलेसली देते हैं. कभी मैंने ये नहीं देखा कि कोई टीचर हमसे कुछ एक्सपेक्ट करे या डिमांड करे. इट्स ऑलवेज दैट सेल्फलेस
Yes.
सर्विस दैट दे गिव
The students they have taught. True.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible time. This conversation brought back a lot of memories for me as well, being a fellow IISian. Thank you so much for
Most
sitting
welcome.
down.
Yeah.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Thank you to the audience who tuned in for this episode. Please make sure to leave your fond memories in the comment section for us below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more such episodes. I'll see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.